Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on you're watching this, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So in today's episode, I want to try and tackle two go with the flow quests, because I want to try and get some more quests done. So we are going to be looking at DNA, which we should be able to extract very easily, and then we're going to sort out ethanol. Ethanol, probably should start with ethanol actually, because it's probably more difficult of the two. So ethanol, we need to start by making a fermenter, which shouldn't cause me too many problems, as long as I've got all the gears that I need, and I can remember what buttons I'm trying to press. Should be done, easy as that. So the fermenter is going to require power, so I've got some redstone energy conduit somewhere. So I've got this bad boy over here ready and waiting. Actually, do I want to make it neat and pretty? Probably do. So let's put it this way. Okay. So the fermenter. Right, so the fermenter, if I remember rightly, is going to take something like saplings, and I think I need fertilizer actually, which is easy enough. And is it water? I better probably look this up, isn't it? So what I'm trying to make here with the fertilizer is biomass. I'm trying to squeeze it out, trying to make it. So it needs water to make biomass. Right, that's easy enough. So I've got a water pipe here somewhere. Oh, that was easy. There you go, water. So we'll just grab some fluid ducts. It's almost like I planned this. I will be honest and say I totally didn't. Ta-da. So let's see if that works. So it has flour, it has water, it has power, and it's making biomass. Perfect. So once we have biomass, we then need to put the biomass into a, I can't remember this, is this a still? Yes, it is a still. She's going to need another sturdy casing. So this is all nice and straightforward for me to make. Okay. So we'll put it one more away, just in case we have problems with the pipe or anything. So the still, I think it just requires time actually. Let's quickly grab a servo, because we might as well automatically switch this on. And that's going to start cooking that into ethanol. So how much ethanol? That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. It's a bucket of ethanol. Okay. So for some reason I've got buckets in here coming out my arse. Any indication of how much? This machine requires energy from an engine to function. Attach an engine, start it to allow production. I'm pretty sure it just requires power. So this is not. That's useful to saplings. So this is not problematic for me as far as how much it produces. I guess that's logical. So we can leave that to do that. Because I believe, now I need to transfer myself here in a different way. It seems a bit excessive to go from here to here, but I need to be wearing my Apiarist suit because I've got angry bitey bees. Is there a DNA extractor in here? No. Okay, so to get the DNA, a DNA extractor. How much of this am I missing, do you reckon? All of it. Excellent. So a hopper. Two of them. Right, so I need some gears. And another sturdy casing. And then I'm pretty sure I've got hoppers on craft, so we can get hoppers in. That's all good. So therefore we're sorted now. The DNA extractor. So I will quickly just change back. Although I might as well stay here because I need to get some bees, don't I? So we will sneakily just wreck the ground, apparently by mistake. Oh no, I must leave it buried in the ground. So if we go to our junk bees chest, so I've got a couple of ignoble princesses. I need some labware. I'm assuming there's going to be a second quest that involves making like 1 million of this, but this should be enough. So you should, for each princess, you should get 500 millibuckets, and you need 1,000 to fill up a thingamajig. Oh, cock. Silly different block heights, not having my jetpack on. I need a fluid transposer. I've already got one. Nope. Definitely make machine frames. Definitely make redstone coils. So what's the chances this will work? Just because it's going to be connected to it. Oh, it works perfectly. I have 10,000 glass balls. Gotta love the right, okay. So DNA doesn't go in a glass vial apparently. Liquid DNA goes in a sterilized vial. Fair enough. Makes sense. Don't want to mix the DNA badly. That would have been a huge catastrophic mistake. So we need to put this in a furnace apparently. Sterilize it. And I've forgotten I've got a sneaky back way now. So I've got some underground purpleness on the go. And that's fine. That should then put the DNA in there. So we should be able to put both of these quests in and then see what the next tier is and get that set up. So this must have built enough ethanol by now for a bucket. Brilliant! So we should be able to hand in one bucket and get half a heart, which then asks for 100,000. Easy enough. And we should be able to hand in the half heart. And it's going to ask for 100,000. So we can both, or do both of those relatively easily. We'll combine the 2 half hearts and the full heart. Okay, so how much this is ahead, I would guess, of this. Guessing I want to pull out of this into a quest delivery system. This is for ethanol. Give me what does that give me? Runes of sacrifice. So that's a good industrial grafter that I've already got. Bottles of natural gas or reward bags. Okay. So I'm also going to need a servo. So I can automate the output. That drains that into there. I'll put this back. So I can't annoyingly do anything with a bucket of ethanol. I can squeeze it, I suppose. If you squeeze it, it then goes back. There's lots of ways to get things out of those buckets I've now found out. Okay. So this needs saplings. I've still got my beekeeper's outfit on. Bees. Empty my hand. That's fine. What was that? That's a strange noise. Okay. So I'm going to need some ME cable. Sure, I did one of that. That was silly. I'm going to need some ME cable. He's not got a problem with wool. So why did you brain fart and stop? Have you frozen, computer? I am getting a bit of lag at the moment for some reason. So my computer, real world and in game, appeared to have had a brain fart. Good stuff. So we'll get an export bus. I have 33%. Oh, because I got loads in the quest reward, didn't I? You can just export saplings at a seemingly infinite rate because apparently saplings are not a problem. Although we do need fertilizer as well. So should I put a precision on there and tell it to extract? Brains farting, forgot what I'm doing. So precision export bus with a sapling, and I need some sand and apatite, which apparently I can't spell. So I can make a recipe for that, just to go in there. And that way I can tell the system to make it. Oh, I just got rid of the bloody sapling. Right. Let's change. So I've got this magnet. Helps me out massively when I make a catastrophic mistake like that. So if we go precision export bus, we go saplings and fertilizer. Does it fill the fertilizer is the key. Move and craft. 61. Don't know if it's a time to move the fertilizer. Let's see what happens if I put this here. Tell it to export fertilizer. That works. Nice and happy days. Brilliant. Right, so let's just sort this out. I need to double check something about bees, so I'll be back in a moment and we'll do some more bees. Ready, back. Sorry about that. No, you didn't even notice because it was a jumping cup. But I needed to check something with my DNA for my bees, because something in the back of my mind was telling me that you can get more DNA from bees, but it turns out the only way to get more DNA from bees is to put queens in them, which doesn't increase the amount of DNA you get, because it's the same amount of DNA that you would get if you just did the drone and the princess separately. So, meh. So that's got maximum, that's got maximum. So we can make some more stills. Still is not how you spell it. Please tell me I've got sturdy casings on automatically. I thought I'd have. So let's see if we can put 3 stills. One on top of the other. Right, so should speed this process up, or at least be able to better match the ability of this to create it. So that one doesn't benefit us anyway. So it needs to be why is that able to find more? How much fertilizer have I got? None. Does that work? Yeah, that's how it's going to have to work. Or does that work? Yeah, because it prioritizes the first one. That solves that problem. I'm happy with that. That's an elegant design solution. So it's still able to produce more than this can handle. So I could even put more on, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get onto the bees. Okay, so let's dump that to that to that. Those into there. Okay. So back to bees. Bees. I need to empty my hand. Swap that around for safety. Okay. Don't need you anymore. Put a hole in the floor. Seriously? There we go. Right. Keep forgetting I've got bloody bee sister in. Right. Okay. So, DNA from bees. So I need a hopper. I need a chest. Gold chest will do. And I intend to put the hopper on top of that. I intend to put the gold chest on top of the hopper. And I then intend to put stupidly large amounts of surplus bees into this chest up here. I've got cultivated and everything else that I need. So is this going to then extract the DNA from them? That's good. So if I put down a quest, because it needs an E, quest tracking system. What? These? I've not even looked at these before. Yes, you don't need to keep creating more goddamn books. So, in the interest of speed and efficiency, oh, so the hopper is a full block, which is annoying. Is that extracting? It is. And that is collecting DNA. Cool. So I've got that chest emptied. So to check there's nothing in here that I want. So the Valiant drone might be worth keeping. Check for modest princess and modest drones in a second. So I've got one Meadows princess, one Meadows drone. Valiant drone, I'm not sure why I've got that. Modest, is there modest over here? Majestic, no, modest I haven't got. So we'll keep modest. And modest drone. I don't need the cultivated drone, do I? There's a forest princess, meadows drone, valiant drone. Just keep a forest drone as well, I guess. Just temporarily. Took all bees in there. Then we have a look in here for bees like we've got a shed load of. So we've got 64 cultivated drones. I'd imagine my cultivated drones have also got 60 something in it as well. So I can probably quite happily take a lot of cultivated drones. Dump those in there. As well as the cultivated princess. Common, they're turned off at the moment. Noble. So again, there is clearly far too many noble bees. They cannot go in there. Majestic, they're turned off at the moment. Imperial. Easily make loads more of them. That's empty. It's got unweary. Let's make me comb. Tropical. Making me stringy one, which is good. So basically, I can fill this up with a lot of bees. And I've got loads more bees in here as well. Purple drones, don't overly need that many purple drones. Why didn't that? Okay. So this is working its way through, I guess as best as it can. And it's going to take a long time, a very, very long time. So how many ancient? I'm just going to keep going. Ancient drones can go in there as well. So I'm going to need to just make more bees. So I could probably turn these back on again. So majestic bees, turn it on. I'm sure another one was turned off. Is it common that was turned off? Common was turned off. So we'll just halve common and majestic drones. Just to make more in there. Don't need 64 of that. Don't need that many of them. Don't need that many of them. Don't need that many of them. So we'll try and keep 16 drones of any of the good ones I want. I'll do. There's quite a lot of bees in there that we will convert into DNA and put into the system. Fantastic. Well, I think that's a successful episode as far as I'm concerned. I've got my ethanol system set up, which is going to just make ethanol and put it into the QDS for me. I'm already at 26%. Is it a repeatable quest? Yes, it is. So again, this will just use my seemingly endless amount of saplings now. Let's grab myself a supreme pizza. I've not eaten one of these yet. Have a snack on this. Lovely jubbly. So that'll do nicely. Okay, my DNA in there as well because I don't know what to do with it. Fantastic. Well, I am in my Apris outfit, so it looks ridiculous with my penguin face, but I have got myself 2 more quests completed and 2 more quests well underway, and one of them is automated, so I can just leave it to repeat over and over again to give me loads and loads of free runes of sacrifice, which is going to be useful when I come to upgrading to the tier 5 that I need to get the next level of Blood Orb, which is not too far away, I hope, but I need to work out how to get some withers killed, which is going to be fun and horrific at the same time. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon for the next episode. Bye for now.